Hi, everybody. My name is Rita Crumpton. I am president and CEO of Archimedes Offspring. We've got our lighting just a little bit off, so let me see if I can adjust things here. And I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving and that you're out getting stuff done. We were out digging out early this morning, so just working hard. And I know some people are working and some people are out doing Black Friday stuff, and my daughter and family are going to get their Christmas tree. We are working. All right. With AOS, there is a ton of stuff going on right now. So the title of today's talk is the launch. What does it look like? And so there's two sides. There's two sides of this going on. There's the inventor side, which is the side I am on. And then there's the investor side. That's going to be Ray and Karshawn and Bob and Joan. Okay. So you've got their side. They have got a ton of legalese. It is really important that all of this gets done exactly the way it needs to be done to protect the inventors and to protect the investors. So some of the drag on this is making sure that the outside accountants have exactly what they need, that, the legal opinion is all done, that the platform has everything that they need. So, I don't want you to get frustrated when you say, well, they said they were going to launch, here and we didn't see it. It's simply because we need to make sure everything gets done exactly right. This is not something that you back up and fix later. It's something that gets done right as we go out the door. So on the inventor side, what are we doing? We are working really hard at the vetting process right now. So George and I are actively going through some of the new submissions. We're looking at who the industry experts are going to be for the opinions that we'll get back. So when you look at it from, the inventor point of view, which is, obviously why I'm talking to you. There's the investor side. They're doing their own thing over there. What we look at then, and that first wave is everything. Do we have everything we need from you? Is there the opinion, the independent search that's been done right? Is there where are the lights coming from that make me look like I am a shining star? I don't know. Something got touched and it wasn't me. Okay. So sorry for don't want to give you motion sickness here, but I'm trying to get the lights, and I never know exactly how the lights are going to be until it's like the camera comes on. It's like, oh, yuck. Okay. So what we're looking at then, that first round of vetting is just to make sure all the documents are lined up right. Do we have the independent search done? Is the opinion there? Is the application filled out right? So we're really looking, that first part is just, do we have what we need? If you've already filed a patent, you don't need an opinion. All right, you already got that. All we need then is either the patent number, the application number if it's been published, or an actual copy of what was filed. That'll work. Okay. If you're further along in the process than that, please send drawings and pictures and videos, anything that you can that helps get our heads wrapped around what you're trying to do. Okay. So that first phase then is more of just, do we have what we need from you? All right. Second phase is when George and I really start taking a closer look at what it is. Have we seen this in the marketplace? Do we feel like it fits into the family that we're getting ready to launch? So that's the next one. And that's really a critical one. George and I really take a look. So when we're asking now for, your phone numbers, what time can you talk? It's because we want to now have a firsthand conversation with you to get this teed up correctly. We don't want to miss anything. So on some of you, I know you personally. That's great. I know what you're doing. We don't need to call you. But on some of you, we don't know exactly what you're doing. So we want to have that conversation. If you get an email this coming week, please respond to us and let us know what time you can talk to us. And that way, then we'll be able to go ahead and set a conference call. George and I will get on the phone with you and be able to visit with you. The next phase then is when we hand it off to our industry experts to take a look at it. What do they see happening in that specific industry? George and I want to have had a conversation with you so we can explain it to them. And the other part of that is that when, I am presenting now to the board as your advocate, because everybody on the inventor side feels like, hey, yeah, this has got some serious legs. I want to know exactly what you're thinking. So for instance, when all you've got now is the independent search and the patentability opinion. I need a conversation with you so that I represent you and truly understand what it is you're trying to do. All right. For those of you who have already got video, again, it's easier to make the case because you've got functioning prototypes, but not everybody who's asking for Archimedes help is in that situation. So we do a little bit more digging on those that are just getting started. And we want you to know that, as your advocate, all right, and as your mentor, we are really doing the best that we can to advise you. So if we say, you don't fit with the fund, but here are your next steps. Here's what you can do. So that you're not just stuck out there, paddling in a boat with no place to go. We want to be able to help you. And sometimes there's a really good reason why the fund can't take you, but the next steps that you could do very successfully. As the families grow, all right, and become, have more versatility in them, we may be able to come back and take another look at some point. So, I don't want you sitting on it and just twiddling your thumbs. Get yourself out there in a year from now when we say, oh, well, my product fits into this fund. It may very well be at that point it's a good one. So then you can go ahead and apply. Maybe that pays for your first round of manufacturing. The cool thing about the families is that they grow and stretch. All right, it's like with any other family. This is so cool. It's like any other family. All right, somebody else is added to the family. Somebody else leaves home. We add somebody else to the family. We help them grow up and get their legs and move on. That is what is so amazing about Archimedes Offspring. It's not a fixed thing. All right. It's not that we take one invention or one product in and we give that one invention this much money. And if it fails, everybody is cranky. All right. Inventions are going to fail. It is just the reality. All right. But for you, the inventor, if it fails, you don't have to pay the money back. All right. We were taking that risk with you. That's what partners do. We take the risk with you. All right. And once it tees up and you move away from home, which is what I've always talked about. An invention is like a child. You want it to get big enough so it can move away from home. So does Archimedes. All right. We want to be able to then hand it off. The investors have been paid back, their principal plus their interest, they're happy, and you move on with your product. All right. And we've brought in now new products that we are mentoring and teeing up and helping pay for their process. So Archimedes Offspring truly is a new and novel approach to helping inventors be able to get funding. And we want to make sure that, as you have questions that you understand this, but right now we are aggressively going out. So the phases, all right, of that launch and what it looks like on one side is dealing with the investors, and they take care of their part of it. Once the launch has been done, we will start sharing more and more of that information with you. You will be able to go and see more. So probably in the next 2 weeks, you will be hearing more aggressively about what's going on that side. On our side, we have to give them the good things to put in the family. All right. So when we talk about the families, there are different names, different categories. The first one is kind of a grouping of lots of different things. So, we will let you know when that is now going live when we can. All right. But got a lot of the legalese things that we can take care of. On our side, on the inventor side, we are working now just as fast as we can. So if you haven't submitted your application yet, please do. All right. George and I are going through these over the next couple of weeks, getting all of our industry experts in place. And we are still accepting applications. And it's not because we don't have enough. We've got some really good ones. It's because we have the luxury of being able to add to the family. It doesn't get better than that, guys. All right. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving day, and I hope you have a wonderful holiday weekend. I am traveling on Sunday, and we'll be back in my office on Monday morning. So I will talk to you Monday afternoon. Have a great weekend and be safe out there.